I am not responsible for those. If they fall out the window and get run over by a semi, that is just too bad.
What if someone throws you?
That is just too bad. Do not bring anything valuable. Do not bring your favorite thing, because it's likely to get lost.
Or it could be stolen. It could be stolen out of a vehicle while vehicles are sitting for a week at
Yep.
parking.
My favorite stuffed animal.
Yeah. I mean, we are going to scout camp, and the risk is low, but it might happen. So if you lose something and it's your favorite thing, I don't even want to hear about it.
Bears might steal it.
Bring cheap things. Cheap things.
I'm bringing
Bears
cheap
like sitting in the
things.
cave.
Now, if you do
iPod.
bring a CD player or a game, the guy sitting next to you might not have one. So just the very fact that you brought it, you are giving him license to borrow it from time to time. You are guaranteed to share it. If you refuse to share it, I'll just throw it out the window and it'll be back, and then there won't be any more arguing about it.
Full semi truck to go ahead and run over it.
Patrick, you bring your DS, you're sharing your DS.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm gonna buy a portable
I'm
DVD
just
player.
saying, you bring your DS, you're saying your DS.
Do not go out and buy a portable
Yeah,
DVD
don't-
player
don't
for
do
this
that.
crap.
Yeah. Buy a sleeping pad.
You never know. You might
watch
you
the
might get an adult to
How are we
do
supposed to bring a cot? It's a little
You
hard.
can't sleep on a DVD player.
A cot.
Wow.
Well, you can.
I don't own one.
We're getting that. Item 4. You will probably want a cot. At Ben de la Tour, they have platform tents. So there's a raised platform that's probably made out of 2x6s. It's got a canvas tent sitting on it. There are no cots.
There are cots there.
Mr. Esmond, this game.
I've
Are
got a
there
cot.
pots there?
Well, this was 4 years ago. Things might have changed, but
Yeah, the leader guide now says bring a cot. Now at San Isabel, they did not have cots, so we took our own cots.
I don't go there.
Stress, is this time to
You
maybe
go to
ask that
Gander
question?
Mountain, now
How many
have
people have
cots.
pots?
and
That's a
bags
good.
like $100.
So, so who are now? I got one other
I
comment.
have one.
Okay.
There's a bunch of us going, like I don't know, 16 or 18 or something. So that means we have to pack 16 or 18 cots.
12
If you-
children, 7 adults.
There's
you don't-
19 people.
The guys going on the trek, you guys don't need a cot. You're not going to schlep that thing 30 miles in the wilderness. The guys in Ben de la Tour, you probably want a cot. If you don't already have one, get the kind that comes apart and folds up in a bag, because that takes up a lot less
Well, I'm
space.
bringing Squeaky again.
Oh my god.
Should I ask what squeaky
If you
is?
gentlemen know that you have a cot, would you please raise your hand?
I
But
do not have
Patrick,
one.
you have a
If
cot,
you,
raise your
if you know
hand.
you have one, raise your hand, please.
You have
I
a
have one.
Yeah, I've got Squeaky.
Okay. Braden, you do not have one? Peter, you don't? You don't?
I'm not going to
Okay. Okay, Braden, Peter, okay, I have, maybe
Okay.
Stress has a couple extra too.
This is a cot that folds up in a bag.
That's what we have.
If you don't have one, and you end up having to buy one, I recommend getting this kind, because it
I'm
takes up
sure
about a
it
tenth of the space of the kind that fold in half.
Yeah, mine, Squeaky has to fold in half.
Now, I have a spare one of these.
I have two, but one is only a small set, the other one is not. It's
The fold in half kind.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to discourage us from bringing the fold in half kind, but not outlawed. I mean, if
Yeah,
that's all you got,
That's all I have.
you don't need to go buy a cot.
I suggest putting that on.
If you don't have a cot, try to track down the fold up in a bag kind.
Well,
Do you know how
Walmart
much, like,
Walmart
cost?
does have them in nice carrying bags. They're not that heavy,
How much
and they're
is
not that expensive. That's what we did.
Now, remember, we're going to park the car in the parking lot, and Ben de la Tour guys, you're going to schlep this about 3/4 of a mile
So
up the
your
hill at
packs are
7,000
even
feet.
heavier than
Because we are not driving to the campsite, we are driving to the parking lot. They don't let cars in the campsite.
They
Yeah.
don't
So that
have
might not
any
be good.
gators like Mommy does.
Sorry?
They don't have any gators like Mommy
Nope.
to drive
Well, but
around.
What are you gonna do? Put the pack on an alligator and have it toted up?
Gator, a little
So-
drivable four-wheel.
So who does not have a cot? Did we get that?
Me and Peter.
So
I'm
3
gonna
people.
go out and get one.
So who's going to
just
take
carry it
notes on
around
who
and
doesn't
something.
have cots?
Well, I don't know if this is time to say it. If David Baker is not going and he was designated as quartermaster, you're probably looking at a new quartermaster. And Peter, as a recommendation, if you're already the quartermaster for the troop, you might be a likely candidate for this.
Why won't David go there?
And he's sitting on the fence. He says he just won't go because I'm not going, and I've been trying to talk him out of it, but he's not.
So Braden needs a cot. Who else needs a cot?
Peter.
Peter needs a cot.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, sure.
Kyle doesn't know.
Okay.
Everybody else okay for cots? So we might
Yes.
be in the hole for 2 cots.
That's
not
right.
bad.
I'll bring the ones I have, and more than glad they can use them.
Okay.
But like I said, that one is not the best for space.
Yeah, like I said, squeaky's not really good for space.
The van that you're taking, Mr. S, not to get off the subject too far, what kind of top does it have? Is it anything on top? Allowed to be?
No.
No.
I was say mine has rails on the top of it. If we have to strap stuff to it, we can.
And the thing was it Mike
You
Powell was
just start
saying
packing
that
all
you
the parts
possibly
up
may
We're gonna have to have a ladder to
trailer
do
that
it.
we'll be able to use possibly.
I could just get
Yeah.
some
What
on
is
my
she
shoulders and
And
But
uh,
hitch up
What
back
are you
to the
taking?
van and then
Is she
pull the
like
trailer.
on a Jeep or something?
yeah, the van we're getting does not have a hitch. I don't know if the Wagoneer has a hitch.
It's got an 8-inch lift on it. Unfortunately.
unfortunately.
Yeah, so you'd have to
But
have
I
a-
can. I don't know. I got a redneck mechanic. He can make me a ball and hitch for it probably if I push.
Was
If
it got,
not, my
it's got a receiver on it,
it's got a research on it.
so we just need
An 8-inch
we want an
drop.
8-inch drop.
So I can work on that. I mean, if we need to pull a trailer.
Don't drop it. No.
The reason I was asking,
What the
Mr. S,
hell?
I mean, the van physically doesn't have everything on the back you can
Yep.
attach to it, right?
Yep.
Okay, got it.
No, I checked that.
Alrighty.
Yeah, but mine does. I mean, if I can try and run down an 8-inch drop hitch. I mean, that shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, well, Brett was checking on the trailer to see how big it is. If it's a 20-foot trailer, we're not taking that. But if he's got a 6x8 trailer or some little
Oh,
thing,
okay.
we might do that. We don't know anything about the trailer other than it exists.
Okay. Well, I'll look into getting an 8-inch drop hitch then.
Why not 20-foot trailer? At least we know it fit everything.
You really want to pull a 20-foot trailer?
Okay,
That far?
is everybody clear on the travel checklist?
Yes.
One last reminder. Read the very top line. All the time that we are traveling together in the
We're in
vans,
Class A.
you will be wearing your Class A uniform. Yes. If you don't have a Class A uniform that fits, get one between now and then. You will be traveling in your Class A uniform. We are going to look like Boy Scouts on this trip.
And you absolutely do look cool in uniform.
Yes, you
Chris?
do.
Because that was proven last
Those
Oh
pictures.
yeah, me and Derek
That
got
was so
ambushed
funny.
by
That is
a
an inside
softball
joke,
team.
and I can say there. Okay.
What do you mean ambushed?
Never mind. He just said it was an inside joke and
Yep.
stay there.
I
Yeah.
don't know, those pictures we took, they prove they look nice and
I'll never
And they're
forget. I'll never
duds.
forget Aaron almost breaking that poor girl's arm.
Both of them.
Now, if you're at a point in your life where you could use another shirt, now would be time to have 2 shirts. Because you're going to be gone for 10 days,
dang it, I didn't even think about that when we were at the Boy Scouts for yesterday.
and one shirt can be suboptimal after a few days on a trek like this, and you might want another one. If you don't, that's fine. It's not an emergency, but now is a good time.
Hey, how you doing?
Because you can do laundry out there.
Yeah, they got sinks.
They got those scrubby thingies.
Okay, last reminder, health form reminder. Everybody positively must have their Colorado health form with them in their possession, or they won't let us on a camp.
You got those, right?
Yeah, so who here did not go to the troop health check when we had them at the troop meeting in
I already got my mom.
I need to
I
get
already
mine
got
to Miss
physicals.
Smallman.
Hey, one person at a time.
I gave mine
And
to
he
Miss
started. One person at a time, and Braden has started.
Okay,
Well,
is
my-
there anybody that has not taken care of their health form?
I don't know. I don't know if my mom gave it to me yet. Cause I know I took a physical and my mom. Cause I took a physical for football
Okay.
and that, so I don't know if she gave it to you or not.
So we are counting on you guys to make that happen.
David, you had something to say?
I still need to get mine to Miss Smallman. Or is that who we give it to? Or
Yes,
So
she's
you
in
guys
charge
have a
of this.
physical copy? Yes, very important.
And then Alex.
Alex?
Yeah, I've got mine done.
Okay. And that's for adults too. The adults must have
I
the
got
physical
mine the
form.
same day everybody did theirs.
Good. And we'll check it again. I'll remind everybody one more time before we go. We will check them physically before we get on the van, and that way we don't end up there 1,000 miles away and we're missing a form.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Isn't Elkhorn something Bendo Tour has to the side of the scout camp? Aren't we just going to be hiking around Bendo Tour?
Well, near Ben Delatour, but
But they're going to be supplying all the food, right? For the hike?
well, Elkhorn has some kind of commissary that they provide us the food.